struggling with my mental health, and I ended up leaving the law firm that I was at. I had anxiety and I had PTSD, and I was really struggling. At the time, I thought I was fine, as we all do, but I was in a workplace environment that wasn't conducive to positive mental health. It was very difficult for me to talk to people, and I ended up, I think it was about 2017, where I just couldn't do it anymore. I actually left my job, and I actually considered leaving the profession completely. But then I realised that actually it was the working environment and my confidence. Yes, it was rock bottom. I had no self-confidence whatsoever, which is why I thought about leaving the profession. But I started to work flexibly as a consultant, and what I found was having that control over my mental health and actually putting myself in an environment that helped me to thrive gave me the opportunity to see that actually it's not, I was ill and I needed the space to get better. And creating an environment, which I've now done in my own firm, which I set up 4 years ago, where we now focus on mental health, diversity and inclusion. We're actually an employment law practice, but we integrate all of that support within the advice that we give. So it very much underpins the support that we give to our clients, but also the culture that we've created at Thrive. So kind of quite a long journey getting to that point. And when people always go, are you mad setting up your own firm after you've had a breakdown? Some might say I was. But the reality is I needed to have that sense of purpose, and being a lawyer is what really gave me that. And so when I took that away, yes, the environment was part of the problem, but when I took that away, I also took my sense of purpose away. So it's really important that we do reach out when we need help and try to stay in employment, because actually, especially as lawyers, we're all here to help people. That's why we become lawyers. So enough about me. Let's talk a little bit about law care. As you can see, it's something that I'm really passionate about, and we met, I keep pointing at Elizabeth. Elizabeth's the CEO of Law Care, and we met on a panel talking about the importance of investing in mental health in the workplace about 4 or 5 years ago. And she asked me to be one of the champions, and really what that means is just sharing what Law Care does. So, I don't know if anyone's got the cards on your desk. We're not at work. You're not at work. You'll see that you've got the number there for Law Care, so it's something that you can keep. Law Care listened to over 10,000 legal professionals over the last 25 years. They've been going a really long time, but so many people don't know about Law Care. It's a free service that supports lawyers and anyone working in a law firm with their mental health. And what I find really amazing about Law Care is that it's run by people who were in the law, so they get it. It's not just a random helpline, it's people who get what the challenges are in the legal profession. And that support is unlimited to anyone working in a law firm. And it's not just on the phone, there's also web chat and email, so there's a variety of different methods that you can access the support. And employers in the room, there's also guidance and resources, and there's loads of research that Law Care have done that really shows us the need for change in our sector when it comes to culture and workplace practices. But there's loads of resources for employers as well, so it's not just there for employees. I think certainly from, I don't know how everyone's with their current working environment, but we've certainly seen a massive shift since the pandemic in terms of what people want at work as well. We've had a bit of time to think, how do we work best? How do we want to live our lives? And we're certainly seeing a shift from a mental health perspective as a priority now in workplace cultures, especially in law firms, which is amazing. But it is something that law firms do need to put at the top of their agenda. It's previously been seen as a nice to have, it's a bit fluffy, and the reality is we all have mental health, so it's really important that we do invest in our own mental health, but also the mental health of our team. So I think moving on to the evening itself, I've already mentioned the cards that you've got on your tables. That's the number that you can call, and obviously I encourage you all to share that when you go back to your organisation. There'll be people in your organisation who might never have reached out to you, but you sending an email and sharing that Law Care is there as an option would be amazing. But also, you may have seen up at the top of the silent auction. Please do get involved in the silent auction, and if there's not anything you fancy on there, you can still donate via the website. It's really important that we raise as much money as possible to keep this free service going for Law Care. So thank you, good luck to everyone tonight, and see you all later.